Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of our first campaign set in the world of Idas. Hi, chat. Hello to everyone watching on YouTube or listening in on Spotify. You're all pretty cool. So, before we begin, there's a few things we have to talk about. You've been misbehaving. Just kidding. Just would like to remind you guys that our sessions are streamed live at twitch.tv/unpopular_onion if you are watching or listening in on another platform. And if you're watching this live right now, don't forget to check out the YouTube and the Spotify if you're missing out on any parts. We're going pretty fast today because there's another announcement. I am pregnant. I'm just kidding. Missy's face. Next week, the session will not happen on a Saturday as it usually does. It will happen on a Friday at 9:30 p.m. GMT +1. So it will still be at the same time. However, it will be on a Friday. So you guys know and can plan your week accordingly. So, you know, just to make sure you're all here, because obviously you all want to be here to watch it live. But yeah, that is pretty much all that we have to cover for now. I have ran out of notebook for the campaign, and so I will be typing on the computer as we go. So if you hear some typey noises, that's probably what's happening. But yeah, let's go around the table. Let our players just, you know, say their name and character name so that you guys once again get accustomed to their fantastic and ASMR voices, starting with our halfling rogue.
Sagrin fish.
Let's switch it up now and let's go to our dark elf sorceress.
Witch Syndra.
Ha, you didn't expect that, but good reactions.
No, I didn't.
You can tell she's a League of Legends player. And now switching it up again, wizard fairy.
Zyzy Tuna. Tuna Zyzy? No, Zyzy Tuna. Sorry about the flashes there.
Oh god. And now, finally, our dark elf cleric.
Azizel Istera.
There we go, my friends. They are all introduced. And as such, it is time for us to move into a little recap of what happened on the last episode, because, oh lordy, was it a shitstorm.
Yep.
Last episode started pretty nicely, as they were, you know, just having dinner down in the Obsidian Dragon Inn. As they were having dinner, Sagrin overheard a few conversations talking about the Countess and about how there's no heir, and about the Count and his about the Baron and his interruption on that very day's breakfast, threatening in the nobles. But she also noticed there was a man or two men observing their table. One of them was none other than Count Matthias Orr of Malgrand, which Azizel already knew. And the other one was a shady, mysterious figure wearing a hood to cover his or her face, because they did not know at the time. But then, after a while, Count Matthias Orr approached the table, and they discussed a few things. Our group learned a few things about the world and about Lussant, and about the people in here, as well as the Count's growing suspicions and concerns of none other than Richard Dubois, the brother of the Countess. So they continued their conversation until eventually he had said everything he had to say and left. But the hooded man stayed inside of the Obsidian Dragon Inn and continued to observe our group. Well, as you know, it is good practice when someone is staring at you. You just go up and go to them and ask, "Hey, yo, what the fuck? Want a photo?" And so Sagrin was going to do that, but the man left. He began leaving the place, and Sagrin decided to continue following him, signaling the group to follow her. They eventually tracked him down until the middle of, or not the middle, but the streets of Lussant at night, where they were ambushed by the Baron, Elspin, and his direwolf Lucius, and then the Baron's son, which they don't even know the name. Our heroes were tired because that previous morning they had just fought guards, fought someone inside the house that was, you know, she was probably living there, but they fought her in there and killed her. They fought traps, and they were pretty tired, and they were ambushed at night by those two men, asking why the group had killed the younger Elspin's wife. Well, our group panicked and couldn't react. Well, they did react, but didn't react very well, as a 9th level fireball appeared in the night skies of Lussant and dropped on top of Lucius, the direwolf, Baron Elspin, and a house of someone, wrecking the walls and almost killing a child, were it not for Azizel's healing afterwards. After that panic situation had passed, our heroes continued fighting, and eventually they were presented with an option. The option to let these people live and knock them out only, or kill them, to which I got my clear answer with, we will kill them, and they killed them both. After that, an escape strategy had to be formulated, so Sagrin sacrificed her ever-smoking bottle and left it in the middle of the street to fill the street with smoke, so that they could run away and cover their escape, as Azizel faced that critical moral choice of either saving the child that got almost crushed by rocks from the burning house, or to just run. And Azizel saved the child and maintained a little bit of his cleric self alive, and his allegiance to the Nightbringer. They ran, they pretended like they were joining the masses as everybody went to check out what happened, with all the noise from a giant explosion, from a lightning bolt, from just everything being used. And as they ran, Syndra, looking at her arm, notices the darkness was growing, as she had absorbed more power from someone. The Count Matthias saw them arrive and went to them to inform them of what had happened, but little did they know that he was already aware that our heroes might have been responsible for this explosion. And as they were joining the masses to pretend to check on the event, they were pulled aside by Mr. Willingstone and Count Matthias Orr. In there they had a conversation in which they were called murderers, perhaps rightfully so. A conversation in which an eye was pulled, and a conversation where Sagrin froze for a little while, as she saw her brother in the middle of the streets and could not break free from that trance until Tuna appeared in front of her and woke her up. They continued talking to Count Matthias, and this man saw an opportunity. He saw desperate murderers looking for a way out. And so now they technically work for him and will inform him about everything that they find. Or at least that was the deal. Not only that, but our heroes are now kind of walking a dangerous line between saving people or just burning everything down. But let's see how that goes with the course of the campaign. After all of these threats, the Count left, continued the charade, as our heroes went back to go to sleep at the Obsidian Dragon. This was not a quiet night. Not for Sagrin, not for Syndra. Sagrin once again, or not once again, for the first time, had a real nightmare where she saw her brother, Bagrin. Eyes all over his face.
I like.
I mean, me too, but weird. Anyway, wow, Bagrin. She saw Bagrin, her brother, in darkness. She felt observed. She felt watched by something that she could not quite figure out what it was. It was the feeling she would feel in Pondvale, her village, when she was a kid, when she would be observed and watched and judged by the people there. But she couldn't break free until a flower, strange colors, purples and blues, dropped from her vision, and as she grabbed it and smelled it, a sprawling landscape of trees with pinkish leaves and reds and blues and vibrant colors, bushes and flowers, was shown before her, and she woke up feeling a little bit better. But not for a long time, because soon after, Syndra, from her arm, after another nightmare in which she answers her father wrong once more, from her arm, a giant, well, not giant, but Sagrin size, a Sagrin-sized shadowy spider comes out of her arm and seems to be at her command. She jumps towards Sagrin, but then vanishes in shadow as our heroes leveled up to 6 and Syndra got Hound of Ill Omen. Either way, our heroes managed to find their long rest, their sleepies. They then headed down to have breakfast. They discussed the story of the Obsidian Dragon with the CEO, with the owner of the place, of the establishment, in which he explained it was a kind of a religion, something that had been passed on to him by his family, but not very common. In fact, he knows no one else that practices this religion, about a dragon called the Cinder Sky, a dragon that protected the material plane when it was being assaulted by a strange creature. And this dragon had allowed everyone in the world to keep on living and protected them by giving away her life. Our heroes went into the room to have breakfast. They saw the Baron, they saw Commander Pierce, they saw the Count Matthias, and they saw a new figure, a woman with Viking braids and this sort of like huge mane of hair, with war paint on her face and 2 giant axes leaning up against the table. And then they sat and they began having their food. And this is where we'll pick up for today's episode. Just as you guys sit down and are beginning your breakfast endeavors, you see a man arrive in the space you had never seen before. It's a male human, probably around his 50s, short black hair, with a sort of a gray twirl near his forehead, a curled up mustache. He's wearing steel plate armor with kind of gold inlays and a dark blue cloak that has the golden crest of the Dubois. This man steps up and he goes, "If I might have all of your attention, please. I regret to inform the people of the Obsidian Dragon that Baron Elspin and his son were found dead outside of Lussant, probably on one of those hunts they would go on. The bodies are already being sent to Verdine, being sent to the Baron's wife in Verdine, and as such, no ceremony will be held here in Lussant, as it would be the will of the Baron to be buried in his hometown. As for the explosion that you are probably concerned about and the fire, it appears that some of the arcane fireworks that were acquired for the Countess's birthday had involuntarily been blown, causing a fire in one of the houses and exploding one of the walls. It seems that we do not have the control that we assumed we would of the situation. This is my message to you. And then you see the man kind of slowly moves into, as everybody's kind of gasping, you see the woman is staring at him kind of fiercely, very aggressively and surprised. You look at the Count, Matthias Orr, and he too is surprised, but you know he is pretending to be surprised. You then see the person approach the Baron's Baron Willis, the Baron of Brunswick. He approaches his table and it speaks privately to the Baron, and then looks at everyone in the room. It is a sad day. However, all of celebrations should be maintained as it would have been the Baron's wishes to respect the Countess's great birthday. Excuse me. Have a good day. And he begins exiting the room.
Oh, what a shock.
Yeah.
Zyzy, don't laugh, okay?
Exposed
Very
news.
serious. Important people died. So tragic, really. And I look around.
Nobody seems to be looking at you.
Okay, great.
You want to look surprised too?
I mean, yeah, as if I'm in shock.
Yeah, you definitely look in
knowing
shock
that-
right now, so please roll a deception check for me. Since you look so in shock as you laugh.
I'm laughing as is Sarah. What was the roll
The
again?
nervous laugh.
Ha ha ha!
Deception. He was my favorite Baron.
Oh my god.
Good.
You see the woman looks at your group. The big woman, and then looks at the Count. And the Count kind of shares a brief moment of staring with the woman. And she picks up her axes and drags them across the room and is exiting now, leaving like almost like a full piece of cheese and bread and her breakfast unfinished, and is just going to leave.
Free
Who
food?
is that woman, though?
I'm sorry, Syndra, what did you say?
Who is that woman, though?
I presume she's the other one that we heard about that gets drunk constantly.
Do you know?
Yeah,
None of you recognize the woman.
I do, right?
You do.
But I'm in the pocket, so
You're
I
in the
I don't
pocket,
know.
yeah. But and everyone else, nobody recognizes her. So, you continue your food or eating and looking around. Nobody is addressing you, although Commander Pierce is kind of staring at you. And then 3 people arrive in the room, 3 people that you recognize. First of all, you see 2 women arrive in this beautiful establishment. One of them, long brown hair with a wisp of gray on her like curtain bangs. She has like a very freckled nose, very slender, and is wearing like a black velvet long dress. You recognize this to be the Baroness of Brunswick, the wife of Baron Willis. Then you see another woman, which you know to be William's sister. Long black hair, freckles as well across her cheeks and nose, very, very thick eyebrows, and she's wearing like a black leather vest over like the white linen shirt, black leather pants, and she's very fit. Like you can see muscle in her arms as she rolls up her sleeves. And then you see William Willis, the son of the Baron, arrive. The short black hair, the neck beard, the very round face with the big cheeks, Very similar physically to his father. You know, he's growing a little bit of a tummy, going around the. You know, he's becoming a little bit round. But he arrives. He arrives at the place, and he goes to the table to his father, and they seem to be talking. And just then, he kind of like looks in your direction and recognizes you, and you see him talk to his father a little bit more, and he begins to head in your direction. And as he arrives at the table, he goes, hello. I didn't expect you to be here. Huh.
Hello, good to see you.
Hi.
Heyo.
I just
How you
peek
doing?
a little bit.
Oh, hi, little tuna. Is everything all right with you? Why are you here?
The serious things continue happening, so we had to travel and see if we could fix stuff and save people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Steal stuff.
We might need your help
I
if you can.
how can I help you?
Is there any way we can enter the party?
Not without an invitation. I couldn't get you one. I am way out of my depth here. I'm supposed to meet the High Justiciar's daughter today. The Countess's brother. He has a daughter. I'm supposed to go meet her today, and I don't want to meet her. My father says it's for the future of Lussant and for his and for mine, that it's the best option to ease the concerns of the people, since the Dubois line has been dwindling. The last cousin of the Countess died in Brunswick. It was Ben.
We can do it like this. You seduce her, and you get invitations for us to the party, and then we end the Dubois.
No,
You don't have to marry her.
You end the Dubois?
Yeah, because we think everything that's happening, it's because of the Dubois.
You realize you can't do that? Do you know who's at the party?
No, because we're not there.
The
We're not
minister.
invited.
The Minister of Justice, their sister, Lucretia Dubois.
We're going to do everything legally.
She is one of the greatest fighters in all of our kingdom. You cannot end them.
We can certainly try.
Oh,
We're not going to, but you can try to seduce her.
I'm sorry, Tuna. You asked too much. I have no interest in this woman. I hate them. I
Do
don't-
you really have to go? What if you don't show up?
Commander Pierce will take me with my father. They're getting ready now. I hate them so much that since even before my father was a baron, he would already kiss their ass so much, and this Richard even more. I've been held up to ridiculous standards because of them. I can't pretend to like someone, too, and I'm so sorry.
I understand.
You run away?
I have tried in the past, Sagrin, and I was just found. I don't have the skills. And it's my family, right? It's my family still. I have to do something for them, since they think I'm useless. But my dad came to me, speaking of my intentions to play at the birthday. Did one of you tell him I was supposed to keep that a secret?
Oh my god, Zyzy.
It was unintentional.
What the fuck?
Tuna, it's okay. It's okay, Tuna.
Zyzy, whatever.
I'm sorry.
I am still going to do it. I've been preparing this for way too long.
Can we be your band?
I am I am only playing myself. I'm sneaking in my lute along with me. They don't know that I'm supposed to play other than my father, and he wants me to just hide it and not do it. But I won't. I will do this. I'll show them all.
Be
So-
careful. Yeah.
You should.
To compensate Zyzy's lack of ability to communicate, we can try to help you with something.
Thanks, Tuna.
How? What can you help me with?
I don't know, tell us. We can try to help.
I would. I don't know. I would love for you to be at the party, but I don't know how to get you in.
Can
going
you
to
find
find a
out
way.
maybe?
I'm sorry, Zyzy. What?
Maybe if you find out a way, would you tell us?
I most certainly. I don't know. There's gotta be ways inside of that wretched keep. Maybe if you work there. I don't know how that would work, but people are a little bit on edge as well since yesterday night. But
Which we didn't have anything to do with it.
well, I have to go now. It was nice seeing you. I hope to see you in the party if at all possible. I have to go be my father's son now.
Good luck,
Good
William.
luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We're here for you.
Nice
Not
seeing
alone.
you, William.
He leaves and turns back, goes to his father, who's already waiting along with the remainder of the family and Commander Pearson. Just as kind of they begin leaving, Commander Pierce turns back and looks at all of you and continues walking back.
Really tries to be scary.
He tries.
He doesn't like us that much.
I don't like
Oh, really, Syndra? No shit.
Tuna. You're clearly hungry, okay? Have some cheese. And I pick up a little bit of cheese and I give it to Tuna.
You're getting a little bit grumpy.
Is the cheese from the other table still there?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go try to snatch a bit for Tuna for later.
All right. You go there, you grab a little bit. Nobody's complaining or anything. You grab a little bit and you save it.
Wait, don't you just take the whole cheese? You got like a bag of holding? Just whoosh, whoosh.
There might be someone who also needs it. So.
Oh.
So cute.
At the table with a lot of nobles, yeah.
You'll never
Yeah.
know, Syndra.
The rats.
Does the bag of
Right.
holding, if it has cheese for a couple of days, does the cheese
Go back.
stays?
It goes bad. It goes
Oh.
bad. It's not a bag of colding. It's not like cold in there.
But like it depends on the cheese because there are some cheeses that last
True.
a long
Yeah.
time.
True.
And
This
they already
one
have mold.
This one could. You don't know.
Yeah.
You're not a cheese
You don't
expert.
We're not? Tuna's
No.
not? That's
No.
not right.
I just like them. I don't study cheese. I just eat it.
A question. How well does Sag know the town?
Decently. She knows it decently, yeah, and like not super well, but you know some like criminal spots, like the tumbling pebble. You know you had never heard of it. You know like generally where most places are. You spent like a little bit of time here before you had to go to Brunswick, but you know you have to wait until carriages leave so that you could sneak in. So you do know it fairly
Uh,
decently.
Is there a library?
Not so much as a library, but there is sort of because what would be equivalent to sort of a public library is kind of kept within the keep, and it's not public. But there are places that sell books. So if you want to find books, that would be probably the best place. If you're looking to find knowledge, there's a church. I mean, you know, which the clergy would be associated with keeping a lot of the knowledge in a society such as Herskellens. So there would definitely be that. On this county, the county of Lussant, things are still kept a little bit away from what has progressed now in the city of studying magic and being more open about knowledge. Here, things are still a little bit weird in regards to that, although efforts are being made by this countess to turn that, or to make that a little bit more, you know, easily accessible.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, guys, what should we do? Should we go outside? So you guys, you know, you go just grab some books if you want, and I'll do my business.
Which is your business?
I'm gonna talk to the receptionist
Oh,
with
okay.
Sagrin.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're I need to speak slower. We're going to try to see the guest book.
Oh yeah. Yes. I'll steal it.
And while he talks about the building, because he really likes to talk about the building, so I will try to see if he can show me the building.
Oh,
And
yeah.
while she's invisible, she can.
Yes. I like stealing.
While you do that, is it fine for me and Syndra to go get some books? Probably we'll get some information about, I don't know, the keep and find a way in, or...
And also, try and see if you find someone that knows something about that. And I point to Syndra.
Yeah, we can try to find it.
By the way, how about you do not steal the book of gas and take a peek on it?
The thing is, I do not know anyone, but Tuna might.
Oh,
So
true.
she needs to read it, not me.
Okay.
It is true that stealing might not be the best because... Oh crap, I'm not whispering. Because, yeah, you might notice it's gone.
Yeah, you will notice,
And,
alright?
Yeah, you will notice, and you will blame me.
Question,
Yes.
how good is my memory?
What's your intelligence?
12.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's good. It's a little bit
no, it
above
wouldn't work.
average.
Just try to focus more, names more, Papa, you know?
Every name here is
Papa.
Papa.
True.
Papa.
Maybe if you don't steal that book, you can steal like receipts.
I don't think that would work.
Is there even receipts?
I guess we're about to find out.
Just see what you can find there.
Just
But
get the book then.
if there's a really big book, you will find suspicious. Just try to steal, I know, some paper.
Can I steal everything?
No.
Okay.
He will blame me, and he knows. Well, I'm pretty unforgettable, you know.
Can't you then just ask if he has seen anyone from your place?
I will ask that. Yeah.
I think maybe that's enough.
It might be confidential though.
Yeah,
But I will
doubt it
try.
would work.
I will try to
No.
seduce him.
And you can ask, you can just ask if he knows, if he has met someone from your area, and not specifically a name, because he won't give you a name, because again, it's confidential. But, you know, maybe he will say something because he loves to talk about this place and the
True.
story. So you can just make him talk.
I will try. Yes, I will try.
I can join you on trying that. Yes.
What if I create an image of a woman, really hot woman?
I don't know if he's interested in that.
I don't know. Oh my god! I
What
can do
about-
a puppy. Everyone loves puppies.
You can
What
do
about
a
it's a
dragon.
really hot woman asking about the place? Dual combo.
He might not even like people at all.
That is
True.
true.
But everyone likes puppies.
We know he likes dragons.
Everyone likes fairies.
Let's just try
Especially
and talk to
cute
him.
ones.
Let's just talk. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just talk. Let's
All right,
talk.
so we're gonna
Yeah.
split the party.
Everyone-
Yes.
Yes.
let's
All
do
right.
the party.
2 are gonna
I'm
go
going
in
back
search
to
of
Alpha.
books, and 2 are gonna talk to Gwynar.
Yeah, but
okay.
we need to get out of the place so I can
Mhm.
enter by myself with Sagrin invisible. So we need
But-
to get out.
Do I have to be invisible for this?
If you want to check, you can
Do
you
I
can
still
just try
check?
to check. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just check. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. All right,
Okay,
all right,
it's just I would just like to say something. Okay,
all right. Oh, no.
the desk on which he is tall.
Oh my god, of course.
Well, it does have a seat, right? If you want to, sit down for a
Yes,
little bit.
and so it covers up everything as he sits down. Like it's one of those. Technically he's supposed to be standing to greet you guys, and he has like a book on top of it. Sagrin as a halfling would have to
Acrobatic check.
I can do that. Well, but if I'm invisible, if I do that, do I
No,
stay invisible?
You stay invisible, yeah.
Okay.
Only
Well, I
if you
can
like
try.
attack or cast a spell, you would break
All
it.
right. And then if I fail climbing, I guess nothing really happens, right?
Yeah, I mean,
He will.
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
noise,
that's
I
a good
guess.
that's a good thing. Yeah, so we're good. We can try that.
yeah.
Yeah,
that-
but my
yeah.
idea is to
I
try
don't really
to.
think it's a good idea.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, I'm trying. I will try to lure him to the restaurant so he can show me the place.
Exactly, like it's a tour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just give me a tour of
Or-
the place and.
cribs.
We've been staying here for like one night. We already know the place. You should say like, "Oh, I got locked out
He
of my
doesn't
room." or
know. He
something.
doesn't know me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
never
true.
appeared.
yeah,
So
Oh.
yeah, yeah. But you gotta like leave and then enter the place, maybe.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
we
he
need
was
to
gonna.
all
How did
leave.
you get here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we
Don't
leave.
worry,
We all
don't worry.
leave. We all leave. and
Okay,
then-
you're all leave the obsidian dragon. You're all splitting up.
Yes.
yes.
Gotcha. So let's handle the 2 ladies inside that are going inside of the obsidian dragon first, because I have a feeling this is going to be great. All right. And also because I'm gonna have to talk a lot on Syndra and Azizel's little adventure looking for books. All right.
Book.
So, book. I want to figure this out with you guys, okay? So you're casting invisibility on Sagrin.
Yes.
All right. So you go outside. You hide away in a little corner, and you cast invisibility on Sagrin. All right. And Sagrin, you're gonna walk in with her.
Yes.
All right. Pixie dust falls
But
on top of
stealthy.
you. You're transparent. I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth check. You have advantage on these. So please, fireworks. What the fuck? So
Sagrin,
please,
you're
Oh,
beautiful right now.
Firework. Okay, stealth.
with advantage, because you do have advantage.
Oh
on those.
crap! I didn't. Yeah. It's gonna go without advantage because.
Just roll again afterwards. Why did it show the 1, but it's not a 1?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
But then it's not,
What
and
the
it's a
fuck?
19.
Yeah. And now roll again,
Okay, I'll roll again. Stealth.
because a 19 might not be enough.
Advantage. Here you go.
I'll go.
24.
Yeah, 24. You rolled the same amount too. It's fine. All right. Tuna. You begin walking into the place. Once
Flying.
again, or flying. Yeah, you fly into the place, and just as you walk in, you feel that warmth. You feel that sense of familiarity. It is quite strange to you. It seems like you've spent time in something like this or something related to this, and you walk up to the man's desk. I'm just gonna, just so it's all clear, Sagrin, you're gonna walk in behind her and you're gonna try to peek as she's talking, right?
Yeah, but I'll wait
Got it.
and see if she kind of lures him away.
Yes.
So I can peek.
Yes, understood. All right. So Tuna, you walk in or fly in, and he goes, I'm afraid I've never witnessed such a hello. You're a fairy.
Yes, my name is Tuna.
A pleasure to meet you. My name is Gwynar, and he kind of does a little awkward. He gives you the finger. No, wait. He extends a finger to shake. You shake his finger, and he goes, I have never been in the presence of a fey creature. Most of us think you are myth."
Oh no, well, we are in another plane. It's really rare if you see one here. But yeah, I'm here.
Are you looking for a place to stay?
Kind of, yes. I chose this place because it kind of reminds me of home. So I feel very nice here.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do you have any I don't know material that you use from the Fae, or do you think it's from the Feywild?
Not that I know of. I had never in my life witnessed a creature like you, much less any material coming from that place. The realm of dreams is. It's not easily accessible from my knowledge. I wouldn't even know how to begin to find something like that, but it is my absolute honor, and I must confess I'm a little bit frightened of a creature from another plane to walk in here, but you seem so kind. I would not dare to assume you are intend harm on this place.
I try. No, because it's very beautiful, and that's why I came here. And you seem very kind, sir. I'm not here to hurt you, of course. I just wanted to know more about this place because it's beautiful.
Oh,
and I don't know why it feels like home here.
That's the second time in today actually that someone has asked this of me. I am thrilled to tell you the story.
Do you mind show me around? While
obviously, for sure. Please accompany me. But perhaps I should show you the little monument that I have to the obsidian dragon and to the cinder sky, which is what inspired me to build this place.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And he walks off, and he's gonna lead you upstairs. Sagrin, this is game on for you.
Yes.
You're gonna go behind and try to get a peek on the guest list? All right. Yeah. So tell me, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the current guests, past guests? What are you looking?
Current guests.
All right, current guests. I will tell you the names that are on it right now. So you have Baron Edwin Willis with Baroness Riva Willis, William Willis, and Suzanne Willis.
Yes.
You have Commander Hector Pierce.
Okay.
Hector Penis, yes. Fuck. You have Count Matthias Orr, also known as Count Matthias Whore.
Yes.
As well as Mr. Willingstone.
Willingstone, yeah.
You have Baroness Breda Aberg.
Probably the main woman.
And you have, give me 1 second. Let me see if there's anyone else currently in there. Nope, that is the full-on guest list. Currently staying at the inn.
Okay. Can I see anything that seems kind of out of the ordinary from a normal desk?
On the desk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. To find traps, no. Not a trap.
Not
Just
a trap.
burglary.
A 9.
A 9.
I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. You're kind of like scrolling on, or scrolling, Lamau. You're shifting around the place, and you don't find anything that is specifically out of the ordinary. I mean, there's the guest book. There's a couple of a few quills. There's ink, obviously, but there's nothing else that's just quite strange. You find a small kind of a little statue of a black dragon, like kind of staying in at the desk or at the corner, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, I go down.
Mm-hmm.
And I exit.
Okay, you leave.
Exit. Yeah.
Tuna. He tells you the story and continues kind of guiding you through the story of the obsidian dragon, and of how he's keeping alive this religion that came from his family to keep the memory of the Cinder Sky, even though it might be a myth. Nobody is sure if that ever happened. It might be a myth. There's like no records of it. He keeps it alive just in case, because if it is, he wouldn't want it to be forgotten. And he takes you to he takes you to this section on the second floor. It is kind of like opposite to where your rooms would be, and it is this other room, like a little office of sorts, where maybe he kind of occasionally sleeps. You see you see a couch, like a big sofa. You see you see a desk. You see some artwork of a black dragon in the walls, and also a painting of the Blind Keep. And then at the far wall, just as you walk in, you see like this beautifully carved obsidian, or it must be obsidian. It's just this black rock that's carved in the shape of the head of a dragon, and it resembles the one outside above the door, like in sort of this central tower. But it is burning with like this, and the eyes has like these little candles that give it an orange glow to the eyes. And then underneath, there's like this kind of little shrine. It has like a few little statues of dragons, and it has a few other statues. There's a statue of a man wearing like what seems to be like plate armor, like heavy plate armor, has this plated helmet with a wings on it, and is holding kind of a sword, a shield and a sword, and there's like a flame on the shield, and it's like holding the sword up. And then to the other side, you see a statue of a figure that you've seen before, a figure that you remember. You see the statue of a woman, a hooded woman with a blindfold, angelic wings, holding a sword and scales on the other hand. And he kind of like directs there. Oh, all right. So this is my shrine to the Cinder Sky. I obviously am faiths of a different type of Rauno's faiths are not quite allowed. But I had spoken personally to the Countess about this, obviously, so I would not be hurting anything. And she said that as long as I would keep a shrine or any homage to Rauno, as not to keep his memory, but actual worship, which I do, and he points to the statue of the knight of that man, then it would be all right. And as you can see, this is all I have of the Obsidian Dragon, of the Cinder Sky, the paintings and these things.
This is the goddess of judgment, right?
It is a very old religion, but it was traditional religion here. It's been almost terminated for hundreds of years now. Well, because of the worship of Rauno. It would be the only one allowed, but this one was allowed for the Dubois. It is the goddess Gejud, goddess of judgment. Tuna.
Huh?
As you look at that statue, there's a warmth to it. That's the sense of familiarity. It's that figure.
Why do I feel so dragged to this statue? Can you tell me more about this goddess?
I don't know much, but it was a faith practiced here in this place, and the goddess of judgment watches over the veil between planes. She is the one that judges souls as they are separated from their living bodies, and she is the one that guards all planes.
Wow. Well, I don't know how I came to this plane. Might have something to do with her, because it was not on purpose.
Would you like to keep this?
Can I?
I mean, I will.
No. Just no. It means way more to you than to me. Although, well, I am not really religious because I'm kind of dumb. But well, it's way more valuable to you.
I'm not a part of this worship. I only have it here. I just don't like memories being forgotten, and I feel that the existence of this goddess is almost forgotten.
It was not forgotten by me.
Well, if you wish to take it and keep it, I would be more than happy to give it to you.
Thank you. It's the statue the size of me. Well, it's
Not
the
this.
size of me.
No, you're like this. It's like.
Oh, I'm that big?
Yeah, you're like this. Yeah, it's like this. A little statue of her.
Okay, I'll try to keep it kind of hidden.
Okay.
Because
You touch the statue and your vision is taken elsewhere. You had seen this figure before, but you're not sure where it was. It feels like there was something stolen from you when you came here. But the worship of this goddess and this goddess brings you to a different view, a different place where you're in Eardom, you're in Floating Blossom, you're at home, you're fighting at the edges, and you're fighting these creatures. You've seen these creatures before, you're fighting these creatures now, multiple eyes, and then something happened. You were casting a spell, you were using magic, but you did not quite comprehend what you were doing. In your anger, in your rage to protect your town, doing something you didn't exactly want to be doing, everything flashed white. And the next memory you have is of being imprisoned, stuck somewhere. You look around you and you see, on one side you see home, you see a vision, a distant, almost like in a tunnel of the forests of Floating Blossom, the blues on the trees, the lights, the pixie dust. And then you look to the other side and you see an enormous city. One that you now know to be Heatherlick, the capital where you ended up. And you were stuck. You were in between them and something was binding you. You looked at your arms, your body, and it was imprisoned by these swirling patterns, ashen in color. And your wings were not black. And they didn't have that pattern. And the pattern that you have on your wings now is the same in which you were stuck. And you don't know exactly how much time you were stuck there, but it was enough for your wings to change color from the bright blues of Floden Blossom to a black coloration, almost as if covered in ash. And then you saw a figure. You saw this woman, the goddess of judgment, flying up to you as you were stuck, looking at you as it raises the scales. And you don't remember what movement happened in the scales, but her next course of action was grabbing you and pushing you through the net. And as that happens, you were thrown into the room of the headmaster of the Academy of Arcane Arts in Heatherlig. Only thing you remembered last had been the fight you were in. You don't know how long you were stuck there, but it was a while. And you flash again, this sort of vision ends, and you drop the statue instantly as the man goes, "Oh!" and manages, actually.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, he rolled a natural 19. He grabs it as it was falling. Are you all right? Is the statue?
I'm sorry. I had a vision when I touched that. I'm sorry. Well, Feywild is weird. I'm okay.
Do you still want it?
I still want it. Can I just put a finger on it just to see if it happens again?
You put a finger on it, and nothing happens.
Okay, it's safe. I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. Thank you. You are so kind, sir.
Anyone interested in the Cinder Sky and in this place, I will always show kindness to.
Well, I would really like a room here, but I have nothing on me. Like I have my fingers. Not my fingers. Sorry, my ring. Well, it's not worth much. It's from my family in the Feywild. It's a Feywild ring, if you want.
It would be my pleasure to
take it.
He grabs the ring and he looks at it. And what's on the ring?
Well, it has my family's
crest.
It's a drop of water with a medal on it, like a medal drawn.
Tron, yes.
Yes. And well, my family is medal falls.
I am honored to receive this. I will keep it right here. And he puts it where the statue was, and it kind of faces it so that when you walk in, you see the little symbol.
Oh, thank you. It's not worth much probably here in this plane, but it might worth a lot in the Feywild if you ever go there. I will show you if you want.
I appreciate the offer, although I must confess I am not built for planar travel. I only intend to run my business, that's all.
It might get you dizzy for the first time.
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah, I remember. I threw up. Yeah. Well, I don't really have money to stay here because it seems very expensive because of the quality.
It is quite, yes.
So, yeah. Well, it was really nice just to talk to you, but I might go because, I now need to know about this. It's so cool.
Oh, all right. Sure. I hope you're fine. You only dropped it. It was like a second.
Yeah. Well, I got dizzy again. I kind of remembered stuff from my past, but I think I'm fine.
Well, then, perhaps you should. Do you feel all right?
Yeah. If you ever want to know more about the Feywild and the creatures, you can ask me.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be around in the city.
Thank you so much. I'm afraid I must resume my job. I don't want customers to feel negligence as I'm, or neglected as I'm. All right. Then please accompany me outside, and he guides you outside, where Sagrin is waiting. And now, pause for you guys to process this. Let's go to Azizel and to Syndra. You guys are looking for a bookstore, am I correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes.
So, even it's easy enough to find one, even asking it to Sagrin, since she knows the place quite well. There is a bookstore. It doesn't have like a nameplate. It just has like the little plate, the hanging sign of this place is literally just a book, like an open book. It has no name whatsoever. And as you guys can see, like there's a window at the front. It's like a very simple stone building, but there's like a window at the front. You can see like shelves pretty much making up all of the walls of this place, and it kind of like goes, it's quite a long building. It still goes a little bit more forward, but as you enter the place, is there anything you want to discuss before you enter? All right.
For me.
Got it. Then, as you enter the place, you see a young gentleman, kind of, has this kind of like strange bowl cut, a blonde. He's very kind of thin, has like these little tiny spectacles, like little circled spectacles, and he's kind of reading what seems to be like a very small book. And as you walk in, he goes, hello. I assume you are here to buy or consult books, correct?
That's correct. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry. I just want to get straight down to business. There's been a lot going on that I do not care very much about, and I am trying to avoid small talk. Thank you very much. So, what it is that you are looking for here?
We're looking for actually books about the buildings here in this town, the fortress and all that, and maybe some books about
curses?
magic. Yeah.
I'm afraid that this is not a library of the arcane or of the divine, so books about curses you will not find. But books about the history of the place, right over there in section 12A. If you wish to buy them, then you can come to me. If you wish to only consult the books in this place, we take a fee of 2 gold for an hour here.
Okay. Should I pay now or later?
You should pay right now if you wish to consult for 1 hour.
Okay, then I give him the 2 gold.
Thank you. He grabs it. Excuse me, if the lady is also going to be reading different books other than you, I would also like to have the lady pay the 2 gold.
I just look at Syndra. Will you be helping me, or you'll just be accompanying me on this one?
I will help you. I paid the 2 gold.
Alright, thank you very much, lady. I would like to point out that I have not made any comments regarding your deranged looks, but that was on purpose. It was not that it wasn't noticed, it is just that I do not care. Please proceed to section 12A.
Thank you very much.
You guys go to section 12A.
Yeah.
You see a shit fuck ton of books in section 12A. In fact, it's like a whole kind of vertical shelf that says 12A on top. There's a few regarding the history of Lussant itself. There's a few regarding the history of some of the cities in Lussant, like Brunswick and Verdun and Flovane, or in the county of Lussant. There's a few books on the Heatherlig history. There's a few books on pretty much sort of the economic development of this place. What exactly are you looking? You're looking for a book specifically about the structures?
Yeah, about anything we can find on the fortress.
On the Blind Keep, got it. You find one book specifically written about the Blind Keep. You guys have 1 hour. So you have a book about the Blind Keep. And Syndra has... What are you looking for, Syndra? Anything in specific? There's no books about curses here.
Do you think I should be looking about something else? Like the Dubois family or something?
Yeah, I think that would be a good starting point as well.
There is a book about the Dubois and their family tree.
So I'll go and search that book.
Got it. So I'm gonna need investigation checks from both of you to see the information you can absorb from this.
Roll a hide or else.
Can I bless?
Not blessed, but guidance.
Bless,
yes.
no, guide.
You can guide both of you. Actually, I will allow that.
It's the investigation, right?
Yeah, you can guide yourself and then guide her. Natural 20.
Let's go.
You don't even need the extra d4. Syndra needs to roll an extra d4.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Or else she does not know how to read.
Fuck.
Well, at least you know the alphabet. Anyway, so regarding the structure, what can I tell you? So you find the book about the Blind Keep and you quickly read it. You're like speed reading and you're managing to get most of the information. So the Blind Keep was built a long time ago. It was supposed to. It is traced back to the Age of Dragons, specifically to the beginnings of Herskellen as a kingdom. Pretty much what happened is that at a certain point, as Herskellen is turning into a kingdom, there were a bunch of forts that were built as positions to attack the tyranny of the dragons and the remnants, the followers of the dragons when they were eliminated, and the Blind Keep was one of them. It was built specifically to fight the remnants of the Draconic Empire that was set here by the Green Tyrant. It is very old, and at that time, it was built with a temple underneath. The book mentions a temple that was constructed underneath the Blind Keep, where kind of the special forces, let's say, or the greatest warriors of that time were trained here in Lussant. These moments, I would say yes, these moments that were lived at that time, it is mentioned in this book as well. It's a natural 20, so I'm going to give you a lot. These moments that were lived back then were of danger, and so no actual windows were built. No actual windows were built on the building, because it was a philosophy of the people that were being trained there in the temple underneath. It was a philosophy that if the guards, the people inside, would get to look at their enemies before they had to fight them, it would kind of influence their perspective and make them scared. It is also said that the Blind Keep was built around sound. There are strange. In the book, it specifically mentions strange noises are heard all around the Blind Keep, and this is because it was an intentional manipulation of how sound works. The Blind Keep is heavily trapped to pretty much lure people in through the one entrance it has, and have them spread out into multiple other places, therefore making defense easier, confusing them through sound and making defense easier by spreading them around some of the traps that existed in the Blind Keep. Now, regarding the temple that was built underneath, it was a temple to the goddess of judgment, Gejud. And although you don't find that information in your book, since you rolled a natural 20 but your friend rolled a 9, you cross-reference something that was kind of traced back in the family tree of the Dubois. These special knights that were trained underneath the Blind Keep were the Dubois ancestors. They appear to be syndra of this order. You can also notice through her research about the Dubois that actually Syndra kind of easily points that out. She doesn't need to roll very high for that. Even with a 9, she can see that the family tree of the Dubois began dwindling about close to 200 years ago. There are a lot of marked dead members of the family, and you see that at the current times, the only alive mentioned in this book are Lucretia Dubois, Richard Dubois, the Countess, which is kind of like marked with this special thing, like the name has this strange flourish. Her name being Emily Dubois, the Bold, and then an additional one, a cousin of the Countess and of Richard, which was Ben Dubois, which you know now from what William said to have been Ben from Ben's Bag of Baubles, who is dead. So this is all that you've gathered, and mind you, it's already quite a lot because it was natural 20 after all. From Azizel.
I just look at the books and, as you mentioned, start looking at the family trees. And I want to go to the guy on the front desk to see if he knows more information about what happened and why the family tree started dwelling.
He does not have any information to offer you about that. It is not mentioned exactly why, but fuck, it's natural 20. I'm gonna roll myself to see if I give you this or not. Even though she rolled a 9, I'm not gonna give you this. There is nothing else that you can find. You cannot find the reason why.
Okay. In this book, I'm also trying to find any. Oh, never mind. I was about to say it was dumb. So there's only one entrance to the keep. Did you find anything else interesting, Syndra? Syndra?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Did you find anything else of interest?
Not really, just the things I pointed it out to you.
Alright. In this book, well, there's not much about how to get in on the fortress either. I think we should try to find another place to see if we can get more information about the curses and possibly a way to fix you.
I think there was the fortress or the Blind Keep had like a library of itself.
You
and
think
there's like okay.
You
Could
think there might be one? You get in the keep? I mean, you can certainly try. The only ways you've heard so far of entering is either you work there, or you request an audition with a countess. But it just so happens that, being this the 23rd, 2 days away from her birthday, she is not taking auditions at the moment.
All right. Excuse me. Hello?
Yes.
Well, I think me and my friend are pretty much done here. Thank you so much for your services. May I ask you if you would know where we can find any information about the magical and divine?
I'm sorry, but here in Lussant, things are still quite behind, let's say. So you would not be able to find any specific place unless it is illegal and out of my knowledge, which it is.
Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, don't thank me. I did jack shit. Please, leave.
Have a good day.
You too, Sam.
Alright, so I think we should go back to them. I mean,
Yeah.
he mentioned it would be either illegal or something else, which I didn't understand from his pronunciation. So
Out
I
of
think,
his knowledge, I think.
yeah, so maybe Sagrin would know the illegal part.
Oh,
Exactly.
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah. And
you're
we
gonna
go-
leave. All right.
Yeah.
It is as they are leaving now that you, Tuna, fly back to Sagrin, and just
I'm
after.
not going to fly back to Sagrin if he's looking at me.
No, he's inside. You
Oh,
can.
okay.
Inside, I'm outside.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
You-
still invisible, possibly. I
You're
don't
still
know how
invisible. It's a
long
1 hour concentration. That was not an hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Damn. I can steal.
All right. So you can you can move into the outside. Sagrin is nowhere to be seen, but she told you that after she did her thing, she would leave. So you can look for her if you want. Or Sagrin, you see Tuna outside if you want to do anything about it. Roll perception check.
Oh my god.
The mythical legendary -3 perception.
Wait, because I'm with perception.
Yes.
A 0.
A 0 perception check. There's a permanent noise, a buzz. I think your ears are working wrong.
Was it the statue? Statue broke my ears. Sagrin.
Shh. I'm here.
Oh, you're invisible. Oh, I forgot.
It must be the goddess speaking.
Goddess?
Yes.
Good day? Oh wait, what is the name?
Gajud.
Gajud?
Yeah.
Gajud?
Yes.
Why did you push me?
It is a sign.
What sign?
That you owe me 3 gold pieces.
Tuna starts to cry like a baby. I don't have it.
Tuna, I'm sorry. It's me. It's Sag. It was just a prank, okay? Sorry. I used to do these to Sagrin, and I start crying as well.
Oh my god. I just hug her and we start crying together.
Crying invisible.
There's like
Invisible tears.
people moving on the street, and they're like, "What the?" And they continue on moving, and kind of like they curve away from you, Tuna, because they can't see Sagrin. You're like holding something, and they're just curving away.
I just drop concentration with all the crying.
Sagrin, you appear.
Oh. I see you have a statue.
Yeah.
Did you
something
steal it?
Really? No. He gave it to me.
I don't believe that. Ha! You're one of me now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He gave it to me, and I gave him my family's ring
You did what?
Yeah.
For what?
because of the statue. Like a thank you.
Okay.
Well, it's not worth much. It's more sentimental value. But well, this statue is the source of my pulling.
Of your what?
My pulling.
Your
It
pulling.
pulls me.
Oh, it was like the thing that you sensed?
Yes.
Oh, and
Yeah.
did you find out something else?
Well. When I touched it for the first time, I saw things that I didn't remember. So, well. So,
Well,
I
Well?
I was fighting. Remember when I told you that I was fighting in the Feywild?
wait. Are we like out in the open?
You're out in the open.
Okay,
Speaking
Tuna,
about
stop.
AR,
Stop
the
there.
realm of dreams. Yeah.
Let's just go into a corner
Okay.
because we're kind of standing out. Okay, and we move to like
Got it.
Corner.
A hidden place. Okay,
So-
continue. Well,
So, what I was fighting creatures with eyes. I
This-
didn't remember that.
the same ones?
Well, I don't think the same ones.
Oh shit! Was it you that brought them?
No. No, because when I was casting a spell that I really didn't know what I was doing, and I was kind of doing that against my will because I really didn't want to be there, but I had to fight them. So while I was casting it, I was really mad because they were destroying my home, and something happened. Everything was white, and I saw myself imprisoned with my home on the right, and on the other side there was a big city where we are now, right?
No, it was Heather, like the capital where you came into.
Yeah.
Okay, the capital where is the magic school?
Yeah, exactly. It's in the outer ring of the capital. Yeah.
Okay, where the magic school is, and I was imprisoned, and my wings were bright blue. They were not like they are right now. They were bright blue, and I don't know how the. Do you remember? I saw the woman with the blindfold and the scales.
Yes.
That was the woman who pushed me, and she pushed me to the magic school. She got me out of the imprisonment.
Imprisonment. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I don't know what that means. If she was real or not, but she was the one who saved me. And then I appeared in the magic school, and I learned everything I know now.
Seg, while is listening to all of this, is just like completely wide and understanding just a bit of the story because most of these just go beyond her intelligence levels and she knows only how to steal. She doesn't know magic or anything. Okay, Tuna. So what now?
Can you keep this very safe?
Sure. And I pick up my bag of holding and I open it up.
Very safe.
It's safe. Trust. My brother is there.
Ugh. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I drop it there.
Okay.
And I close
And
it.
the world implodes. Okay, sorry, no.
It doesn't really. It's everything's fine. The statue's
Is it
there.
though?
Yeah, the statue's
And
there.
we die.
I die.
Jeez, I really did condition you to think those things after. I didn't even need to say it anymore. You guys just say it by yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna get to them.
Yeah. Let's go to the nearest.
As you guys kind of dodge out of the corner where you were talking, they arrive right, next to you, and you guys finally meet. If there's anything you wish to discuss together, this is the moment. Middle of the
I must
streets.
say, Tuna is always keeping an eye on the bag, like always, to see if everything is if it's still there, if it doesn't move.
Yeah.
I'm always looking.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
did you read?
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
did.
did.
She
Hey.
tried.
Did you read well?
Hey.
Yeah, we found a lot of information about the keep, but nothing useful on how to get in though. There's only one entrance, no windows, and apparently there's a temple underneath it, which is linked to the Dubois family.
It
And
goes
explain everything.
hand to hand to what we have found before. Did you search about Brunswick and the family tree?
Not Brunswick.
Not
We've-
Brunswick. Okay.
We tried the Dubois family. That's how we linked both the keep and the temple underneath it. And apparently, the family tree of the Dubois has been
Dwindling, yeah.
And yeah, I proceed to explain the whole thing you said. I don't want to repeat it.
You guys exchange information.
Yeah.
Should I go check information about Brunswick to see if we find something about Olivia and the hag and
Yeah, we
the
can.
barons.
We can try for sure. There were a lot of books, and the guy only cares about money. So I think you guys gonna do great together. But I gotta ask you, there are no magical or divine books there, and he said either there's some illegal spots or he doesn't know at all. And since you are on the illegal part of,
Oh, yes, I am.
do you know a place where we could actually find information about magic and curses?
Do I know any place?
Aside from the church to ask about curses, you don't really know about any place. I mean, the Tumbling Pebble is the hub of all criminal activity in Lussant. It is actually even known by the guards themselves that the pebble is a little bit shady. But they have never found any proof, so they can't really take them down. So yeah, that's kind of what you. Oh, whoops, sorry. That's what you know of the place, and especially you would not be interested in the sharing of arcane knowledge or anything like that when you came here. You would be more into making criminal contacts to steal shit.
Okay. So yeah, about magic, I don't know anything. If you want illegal, go to the Tumbling Pebble. But I think you guys should check the church.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't go alone there, I have a past with religions and not my religion.
Oh, and remember, Syndra might go wild in the church.
She's not a demon, she can enter a church.
Yeah, but did you remember what Darius said?
What did he say?
That in churches or places more near the religion,
God,
she can go wild.
Oh.
We can try and see what happens.
How about no? Do I have a say in this?
You do not have a say in this because I don't like you.
I will fucking take my spider on you.
Okay, I like you.
Good.
Do you want to go to the church?
Me? I'm not religious.
No, you. Do you want to know more about what happened to you?
Yeah, but I don't want to go berserk.
How about you enter, but not really enter? You just stick your arm in and see if something happens. And then if you're safe, you go in.
I don't think it happens like that. It can be random.
I'm not gonna go to the church. I'm gonna go read. If I can. I'm not very smart, but I'm gonna try.
I'll go with them to the church.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
Or maybe only with Syndra, since he doesn't want to go.
Yeah, I can go with Sagrin to the bookstore.
Okay.
I can read.
You can
Good.
read this.
Good job.
Seems like I can't.
Come on, man.
Are you like me? You only see the images?
Not really.
I like to see the images.
Yeah, the images are cool.
Yeah.
I get distracted.
Yeah. Same.
You guys are getting distracted now. Let's go. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So Tuna, Syndra, Church, Azizel, Sagrin. All right. So since I'm gonna have to probably talk a lot again, let's go to church first. So you
just
guys.
Keep in mind, I am in a good distance with Syndra because she might go wild and slap me like a fly.
Okay, got it.
So
But you're out. You're out, right? You're out. Out and about. All right. So you go to the church, and it's quite easy to find it. It's sort of on the western side of Lussant. And you see a building that is actually quite similar to what is towards the center of the capital of Heatherly. You recognize the design instantly. It's kind of like a smaller scale model of it, like Gothic architecture with pinnacles, and as you kind of like enter the space, it has like all of this like marble stone, and it's very like white and bright, and instantly as you walk in, you see the vaulted ceilings that give this sort of sense of grandeur and space to the building. There are stained glass windows as well, but one of these or actually two of these, has the markings of sort of a flame with a shield and a sword, which is the symbol of Rauno, the god of righteousness and honor. And you know that this is a church, part of the Holy Church of the Righteous Flame, which is the name that they take originally. There are a few people in here, kind of sitting in some of the benches and praying, but there is a man. Excuse me. There is a man, kind of a male human with tan skin, bald, and he has like these droopy cheeks, a very kind of limp nose, very baggy eyes, and he's wearing the white robes of the Order of the Righteous Flame, with his symbol as well. And this seems to be a man of the clergy. There are a few other patrons around here, but you don't recognize anyone. So, Syndra and Tuna, what do you do?
Well, I never said this before, but I feel small. Should we go talk
You
to
are
that guy?
kinda small. Yeah.
Hey, I am
Hey, it's a
perfectly
cute small.
average.
Not really, but it's a cute small.
Okay.
Alright, so a dark elf and a fairy enter a bar. You approach the man, and instantly the man goes, "Oh, hello. Oh my. I'm afraid I've never seen your kind.
Oh, okay, easy. I'm very friendly.
I know, I'm just not sure about how my religion feels about you yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I love Rauno.
Roll a deception check for me, please.
I tried that before.
I love Rauno. Like, I love him. A 3. It kind of looks at you. And you, what do you want?
Sorry, I'm not really religious. I'm joking, but we really need your help.
Well, it is a philosophy of what I do to help those in need.
Okay.
Do you know anything about curses?
I do, child. Are you cursed?
Show him the arm.
I guess so. I showed a bad heart.
His eyes kind of go wide. And you see he starts like looking for people in the room, and he's kind of very nervously looking for someone.
We just want to know, what is this? We don't know.
I'm afraid only a miracle would get you rid of whatever it is that ails you. I have never seen such a thing, but it is definitely not of this world.
Like me?
Oh, yes.
Did you do this to me?
I don't do that kind of stuff. I help people. I don't turn them into dead things.
Should I be concerned about your presence here?
No, we're just trying to find answers and help people.
He's still kind of looking behind you to see.
What are you trying to look for? And I get close.
I don't know. I was looking for someone. I was looking for the guard.
Oh, we're not trying to hurt you, so okay, we're going away.
I understand, but the woman has a blackened arm.
But
Yeah, and I don't know what caused this. I'm just trying to get answers.
we're trying to fix this.
As you say, fix this, the arm raises forward in the direction of the priest, and he goes,
See? She cannot control it.
Yeah, it controls itself.
A flame is starting to burn, forming in
Oh,
its arm.
No. Cover it! Cover it!
I try to stop it.
You're grasping your arm and you're trying to stop it. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Please.
15. The spell begins to fade, but the hand continues to point in his direction.
Does it? Okay, it's not choking him or anything.
No,
Okay.
it's just grasping, and you can't really see your eyes, but there's that strange feeling in your left eye. But your arm is beginning to exude shadow as you are pointing it. You're still able to move, however, and the man goes, "Please, I do not wish to hurt you. I would love to help. I would love to help you, but I don't know, and I'm afraid you might hurt someone in here."
Tuna, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I go away fast.
You begin.
I'm so sorry.
You begin moving away, and as you move away from him, the arm, you feel it pull in his direction, but you manage to wrestle control, and you regain it. You can move your arm again at will. I'm gonna need both of you to roll insight checks for me.
Fuck.
A 5 and 6.
All right, so 6 for Syndra and a 4 for Tuna. What you managed to you see that he was scared, but you saw genuine interest in trying to help you. But there were a lot of people in there, and whatever Syndra is carrying seems to be very dangerous. But you don't really notice anything else.
Your arm doesn't like priests.
Yeah, that's why Darius said I might go wild on churches and religious stuff, I guess.
Syndra, you didn't feel any different inside that church than you did when you choked Sagrin. It seems that the impulse was not caused by your presence in the church, because you didn't feel out of control. If anything, you're feeling more in control as time progresses. It was something else that you don't know exactly. Something else triggered the reaction in your arm.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe there's something controlling me and it can activate at will, as it wishes.
well, that was our suspicion before.
Yeah.
But
Maybe it's my dad.
I don't know.
Papa?
He wants to choke Sag. Kinky.
Well, I don't know. But we should go get to them. Do you know where the bookstore is?
Yeah.
We don't need to enter it, just we wait outside for them.
All right, and flash move through the city to Azazel and Sagrin. You guys find the bookstore once again. The gentleman is there. As you enter, he goes, "Huh, you're back, and you bring a different friend. How interesting."
Hello.
Hello.
We're looking
I
for
read?
books.
I don't know, can you?
May I read?
Well, for sure. If you wish to only consult the books, there is a fee of 2 gold an hour. If you wish to buy the books, then you must bring the book here and then ask me for the price.
Consultation only.
Alright, then I would like for you to pay the 2 gold for 1 hour. Please, will the gentleman be consulting the books once again? It appears that the one time wasn't enough for him to memorize. Must suck. I
just stare at him.
I did not mean any offense. I've been attempting to be more communicative to my customers, and so I will say what is in my mind right now. I am very socially awkward. I cannot process a social interaction very well, and as such, I am offensive often in order to keep my defenses up.
Has 1 hour passed since they Okay.
And so, would you like to pay the fee once more, gentlemen?
But we are not reading different books.
Oh, you are reading the same book. How curious. Very well. If you do anything...
If we do, I will sure to pay the fee.
Thank you. Since this is the case, I will keep an eye on you.
All you want.
All right. Very well. Then please proceed. If you wish to read the same books about the same thing, the books are in section 12A.
12A. Okay, thanks.
Very well.
Go.
As you go, you hear the chair move, and he kind of lifts up as well and goes behind you with his little book that he's reading. And you guys sit down, you take away your books you want, you sit down, and he's there just looking at you.
Do you really need to be here?
Yes, I must make sure you are not sneaking in some book to read while not paying the fee.
I'll just pay the 2 gold for you to get your face out of here.
Thank you very much. This is how you make money. Thank you. And he grabs the he grabs the 2 gold and goes back.
Zizzle.
Scammed.
Why?
He's so
it's like
annoying.
me, you know? We scam, we steal. Anyways, I pick up the
Brunswick book. All right, any book that you want to pick up, Azizel, since you paid, you might as well.
What else can I read about? What books are there?
We have books about the overall history of Lussant. I'll just focus on the Blind Keep, although a lot of it you already took from that natural 20 on the Blind Keep thing. But there's a little bit of history of Lussant. There's history of the kingdom. There's the history of the other cities in the kingdom. The county. There's Brunswick. There's Verdun. There's Flovane. There's a few other books kind of focused on the history of another county, the county of Mogrand, which is the one on the other side of the river, of the Laniste river, which kind of flows in front of Lussant. So there's books about families. What do you want to see?
I grab one of Lussant and one of Mogrand.
Okay, got it.
And go to Sagrin. So what do you think? Lussant or the other weird guy?
The weird guy? I don't know.
Mogrand it is.
All right. So, both of you, my friends, roll investigation checks for me, please.
Blessed. Guidance.
Guided. You are guided, my friend. So you can add a d4 if you roll ass.
Okay.
I got a 17. Can I still roll a d4?
You can still roll a d4, yeah.
See how big it is. With a 3, so
20.
It's a 20.
Dirty 20 is pretty good.
Do I really need to roll?
Yeah, you do.
Karma.
So
Karma.
natural 2 and a 1 on the guidance. All right. So let's go with the one that's actually reading this time first. So Sagrin, you're reading about Brunswick, and you were very specific, and you wanted to know stuff about Olivia, right?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
This book is not quite updated, and so as you begin reading this, apparently this book is still in this book. It's the reign of the previous family is still happening. So the previous baron is still the ruling baron in this book. And so you find out about the Einen family, which was the previous ruling family of Brunswick, and there was a long pause, which I can actually tell you how long it was. That you know that the land was barrenless, and this you kind of would have picked up upon before, because Darius was talking to you about this. The land was barrenless for close to 30 years before this current baron came in. But as for the Einen family, this book speaks a little bit about how Brunswick was kind of built much later from after Lussant, since Lussant is the kind of the biggest city of the whole county, and the county is named after it. It was built specifically when they had found that in this area there was null ore. So Brunswick was started as a settlement, but then they figured out that they could mine this ore, and so they kind of the city began growing, and the Baron was attributed to it. And the Einen family was composed of quite a few people. First of all, Brent Einen was the Baron. Brent Einen, yes. Then the Baroness was named Margaret Einen. One of the daughters was named Olivia Einen, and the other was named Anya Einen. And at the time this was going, the writer of this book, as he is speaking of this land, he was concerned and manifests his concerns about and writes about his concerns about the Baron only having daughters. Apparently it was known, and it was sort of starting to be interpreted as a curse, that that the Baron would only have daughters, and he had an older daughter and a smaller one, which was Olivia, at the time of the writing of this book. So the Baron and the Baroness could only have daughters, and it was said that Brunswick was starting to be a hub of witches and other practitioners of these more pagan arts that were coming in to see if they could help the Baroness to have boys, because the Baron wanted boys. And after a while, it was said that most likely Brunswick had been cursed due to the terrain being still poisoned by the presence of the dragons since the times of old. As you know, a lot of this land still manifests still has some of the scars of that war and of the Age of Dragons, as it kind of takes thousands of years, or it's taking thousands of years to start losing that influence. But people started saying that the land was going to get cursed, and that it was cursed because there was a lot of witches going there, and people were very religious at the time, or even more so than now, and they believed that it must have been a curse. And so it is said in that book that in order to maintain the city of Brunswick's people less concerned, as they were highly superstitious, the Baroness was starting to leave. We're starting to leave Brunswick to go to Verdun. And in Verdun, she would meet witches and other people to aid her in concoctions, alchemy, whatever, to see if she could have boys. So there's also a lot mentioning that Brunswick started to be attention also for a lot of commerce, and it started kind of being a hub of commerce here in the county. Again, because of the null ore, companies started putting it in the trade routes, because there was a lot of money to be made with the ore, especially at the beginning. So this is kind of the general history. There's no kind of combat history. There's no war that happened in Brunswick ever. There were no fighters from there. It was always just this. It began as a settlement and then ended up being a mining town, because they figured out that the null ore existed. Now, as for Mogrand, it was a 9, and a 9, no, a 3, right, or a 4?
A 3.
3 plus 1.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
2 plus 1.
2 plus 1. All right. So you know that Mogrand is roughly at the center of a place called Tazaroth's Maw. Tazaroth's Maw is pretty much the the place where the influence of the green tyrant, Tazaroth, is most felt in across the land. This was their old home. Malgrand was the home of a dragon thousands of years ago, and the land was scarred by it. Creatures grow immensely. There has to be kind of there's like a task force, let's say a guild of hunters that pushes them back and has to push them back, or else people die. There's poisonous pools, there's poisonous gas in some areas. You find pretty much the basic information about Malgrand, and it has been ruled for a great time, or for a lot of time, excuse me, by the Orr family. But that is pretty much what you find here.
So, Zyzy, anything cool?
Just the pictures. I didn't get anything else besides the normal thing. So yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah, I found a lot about the Heinen family actually, but I'll explain everything once we're all together.
Sure.
I want to leave. This place kind of is dusty. A lot of books. I want to sneeze.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to do so, you exit and you meet Tuna and Syndra after their strange encounter at the church.
Hello, once again. Long time no
Yeah.
see.
How did it go?
Bad.
You burned the church?
Almost.
No, but almost, yeah.
Did the hand try to attack the priest?
Yep. It
So,
was casting a spell.
no religion for your arm.
No.
Actually, I didn't feel different from the time the hand tried to choke you. So it wasn't religion-wise.
So what do you think triggered?
I don't
The
know. I think it was someone behind it doing it at will.
Or maybe it only attacks ugly people.
Attacks what?
Are you saying Sag exactly?
No.
I face away. Tuna. I won't tell you what I found now, Tuna.
I'm joking.
And you know
Hey,
your little
you pranked
statue,
me.
it's
It was
mine
just a
now.
prank.
It's in
It
my
was just a prank.
it's in my bag.
You wouldn't do anything.
Take it back.
I take it back.
Thank you. And I turn around again.
She's mean. The hand only attacks mean people.
I am
don't
mean.
think the guy
True.
tried to
That's why you like
be
me.
mean. But he
Okay.
wanted to call the guards, though.
Hmm.
He was trying to see guards to take me out, I guess.
There is something that's triggering your hand. I don't know what it is.
Maybe interest. Were you interested in her hand when she tried to choke you? Trying to
No.
figure out what it is?
No.
Let me try to figure out what it is.
Tuna, that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Wait, can you do like the spell thingy that you do and then you know things about the object or whatever it is? I don't know what it's called. I don't know spells.
You wanna do that on Syndra?
Why not?
Okay, I'm scared. Can you guys
Can
grab
you do,
her
like-
arm?
Can you do it far? Wait, should we do it here? Should we go back?
Not here.
Not here.
It's a
bed?
touch spell, right? I need to touch it.
Yeah.
How about? Wait, how is our bed in the hotel? Is it like one of those that has pulls?
Yeah, it's a
Oh my
canopy,
God.
canopy bed. Yeah.
BDSM.
So we can attach her limbs to
You're
the
being
bed.
kinky.
you know,
I
and
would
then
like-
You're being kinky.
Excuse me. I would just like to point out something. Although Tuna has, under special occasions, cast this on an eye because the eye was kind of an object, and so I didn't want to differentiate the eyes that were on Bagrin from the eye that you grabbed. Identify clearly states first, you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. So
Oh.
you would know it would probably not work on her arm.
Okay, we
What
cut the
about her,
hands.
her eye? It's kind of pale. It looks like an object.
I felt it different, by the way. I don't know if you noticed it.
Maybe someone is looking through your bad eye when that happens.
Maybe.
What a creeper.
What
Yeah.
if he does it when you're sleeping? You not only
Ew!
want to... How cute!
Ew!
He wants to
Oh my
spy
God.
on you.
You need an eye patch.
Arr.
Yeah, an
And
eye
then
patch
they
would be
just-
good.
Instead of a coat around my arm.
Just let's try to put the eye patch, and Sagrin just do the exact same thing that you did. I don't know what, when she tried to attack you.
I didn't do anything. It was
Well,
just
don't do
I
anything.
was just being me. I'm not doing anything now.
Do you actually not know what you were doing, or
No, I don't know what
you
I
were
was doing.
looking at the ashes and at the flame that was on the ashes?
Oh, on that time. Okay, the other time
Oh.
during the night. I
Yeah,
was
during the
just
night
sleeping.
you were just sleeping.
Okay. So that time, alright. I was looking. I don't know. I was like looking. I was just looking, at what we
So
killed.
because-
You had interest. It's when
Maybe
we
be-
try to have interest.
Maybe. And maybe because it didn't want you to touch the ashes, so it stays for me.
Okay, trust me.
kill
Let's go to someplace quiet.
Yeah.
Our room.
Because even though I'm very dumb, I know that we shouldn't do this here.
Do we go to our room then? It's quiet. Or do you want like a forest? I don't know. What do you want?
Alley, maybe?
Well, let's go.
A
An ally.
bathroom?
An ally.
An ally?
Or
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
An alley,
someplace
okay.
with bushes.
Wait,
You can find an alleyway, like,
Yeah.
but relatively hidden. That's easy for you to find. It's a big city.
Okay,
Okay.
so I will be like 2 or 3 steps away from Syndra without the eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
And I will look very interested in the arm. I will try to think about the arm. What is
Are you actually interested?
Yes, I'm trying to understand it.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me.
Yes, people, just wait a minute. Okay.
Can you guide her?
25.
I
don't
don't
need
need-
guidance.
Yeah, she doesn't need it.
I'm gonna tell you. You didn't call it before, but when you get to a 30, on rolls, it gives you access to otherwise almost impossible things. Okay, because the 30 is like a very high DC. So always keep in mind that although you guys can roll pretty high, whenever worth it, always you either do guidance or any way to boost up your rolls. But with a 25, you begin looking at how far away are you from Syndra?
Like 2, 3, 4 steps, like a reasonable.
Gotcha. What about Sagrin and Zyzy?
I'm far. I'm like, if there's like a corner, I'm
at the corner.
behind that, and I'm just like peeking because I'm afraid.
So you're like out in the street peeking into a corner?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be weird, but sure. And you, Azizel?
But I'm tiny. If there's like a box, I'll hide behind the box and then I
Sure,
peek, for
gotcha.
example.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's easier. Yeah. And you, Azizel?
I'm a bit behind Tuna just in case she went berserk and I can
Got it.
command her.
So you're trying to figure out what this thing is, and you're looking deep into it, and the arm is really not something that you've ever seen before. You have no knowledge of what this is, but you do notice something. Syndra has never really shown you or had never really point out anything specific about her arm. You guys have stared at it, but you did not stare at it with the right intention. You notice that her arm, her right arm, the arm that is, contaminated by these blackened shadows that have turned it into this bone-like material, spiked. It has carvings in it. It is very well hidden in the sense that it seems to be underneath whichever layer of shadow is above this. And as the shadow kind of flares up and out, you see that there are markings. And you look at Syndra's face and you look at her neck and you see these very well hidden scars. They have healed impossibly well, but with a 25 Arcana, you notice some markings that are otherwise impossible to see. As you begin to look for those markings, you see that there was like a pattern, and instantly as you begin to look at him, her hand reaches out to you and begins to once again flare with flame. You see her. Does she have the eye patch or no?
No.
No.
Her eye is.
She told me to take it off.
Her eye is flaring up with blue flame, and it is pointing the hand at Tuna.
Are you watching me? What do you want?
I want to hold the man.
Okay.
No. Wait, what?
I'm just holding it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, Syndra, I'm gonna need you to cast Firebolt at Tuna for me, please.
I counterspell.
I start shaking.
Do you? All right. Just as the spell is leaving, about to leave her hand, Tuna looks at it as this like bright blue energy sparks up in the air, and pixie dust falls on your hand, leaving the spell useless, but the hand is still pointing, and it begins charging up again. Yeah, the left side of her face is angry.
Why are you angry?
It's not me.
Tell us!
I try to control it, the flames.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me. Natural 20. You manage to close out your hand and push your arm down, and you feel this pain in your head, and your eye begins to hurt as well. This like immense pain of something that keeps trying to tear your body, to consume your body, to replace your will.
Do I know what the carvings are? Do they look like runes?
They look like arcane runes, yes. You don't ascertain the nature of them. The fact that you can see that her skin is scarred, when not Zyzy, not Sagrin, and not even herself were able to notice that, is already a pretty big feat.
Okay, I think we're fine. Don't worry, Arm. I won't look at you anymore. Just calm down. There. What a
What
bitch.
if I, myself, look onto it?
You want to look at it?
Yeah.
All right. You look at the arm, and Tuna, do you point out what you saw to Syndra?
Yeah.
And you begin to look for them, and you can spot them. They were not there before what started to happen to you. You've walked, with Azizel for days, for months before this, and you would look at your arm, but your arm never felt out of control, and you did not have these markings on you. Or maybe you did, but maybe your eyes were just not seeing them. In fact, maybe none of your eyes was just not seeing them. Were they there before? Well, in your head, most definitely they were never there, and now, thanks to the shape of your arm and it changing into this darkened shadow and bone, now you can see it very well.
Do I recognize the runes?
Roll an Arcana check for me. 12. You do. You recognize these runes to something very similar to what you would see flashing when you were young, when you were only a child and your father performed something on you. You saw these runes on instruments, on these like strange dark pillars that would kind of rise above you and curve into an archway above you, and they would these same symbols would flare up and would shine with this dark pale blue light, and now they're in your arm.
I recognize it, but I can't really read them, right?
No, you cannot read them, only recognize them. Read them would have been something higher.
Okay, with my bad eye, can I look at the other good arm? Can I see through my bad eye, right?
You can still see through it, although it's strange, you can't really tell if it's just, even when you cover it, it's like your vision barely changes, but you can still see through it.
Okay.
You look at your good arm and you don't see anything at first, but then as Tuna points out of these scars, you see the faintest hint of healed skin. It's almost as if it was kind of stitched together in a way so well that you have like these cuts or these markings, and now they have like the shape of very, very faint shape of runes. In fact, when you kind of expose it now in the shadow, it's easier to see, but in light, you can't even see it because your skin is kind of so pale that reflects the light pretty well. You can barely see them, but now you see them, and you keep wondering if they were always there, and you were just not able to see whatever it is that's kind of showing now.
Okay.
You're so pale. Are you a gamer?
What is gamer?
I think it must be from another plane.
Yeah, she's from another plane.
Yeah. I guess so.
Good old Uncle Meadow Falls used to be a gamer.
Syndra, are you an undead? Did you die and your father brought you back to life somehow?
Maybe that would explain why I barely breathe when I sleep, right?
Well, true.
Can any of you do something to undead people?
And I have, I can literally revive myself. So.
Well,
Once.
I can do something to undead. Let's just turn undead.
No, that's
Destroy undead.
Don't destroy, no.
Turn undead will turn undead creatures, that is true. They will be frightened of you.
Maybe I can be? No, I cannot.
Oh, you're against frightening, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot be
I cannot
frightened.
be frightened.
Ah, crap.
Oh, shit, it almost looks like it was planned.
Yeah, right?
Like, yeah.
Are we controlled by a god?
Do you have that spell to revive undead?
Revive undead?
No,
Yeah.
Syndra said something about that.
Not any undead, I can revive myself. Yeah.
Yourself.
Oh, okay.
Like an undead would.
But
Private investigator Zyzy.
is there like a spell that allows you to nullify undead? Like remove the dead part and so they're
There's just
alive? No, but then yes, just
Can I detect magic on her? Can I see what kind of magic it is?
You can. You want to spend 10 minutes doing detect magic?
I
mean,
can
we're
try.
spending 10 minutes already discussing
Alright.
all of this.
You focus and you cast your detect magic. Tuna, in all your time with her, and all the times that you had cast the spell detect magic, either Syndra was not with you, or you were not paying attention to her.
Yeah, probably.
Because around her, there is a necromancy aura.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Guys, I feel a necromancy aura.
What does that mean?
She's dead. Probably.
Undead then.
But I have an will.
Yeah, what?
I have
An?
a will. Will.
A will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have will of my own.
Maybe you're a zombie.
Maybe what you
That's
gotta answer
cool.
to your dad is that you wanna go back to being alive.
Yeah, power to live.
But she didn't know. How does she want that? If she doesn't know.
Now
well,
she
I don't
does.
know. I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, can I even have anything to bring me back to life? I guess. It's weird.
I don't know. Can we
Zyzy?
go to a graveyard?
You're like a priest.
You want to talk to your people?
It's not how it works, you know.
It's not.
Have you tried it?
Or else I would try to talk with Garrett. Remember the captain?
Yeah.
True. Oh,
Well, we need to
Well,
find
well.
like a really high ranked or a really powerful priest. Really powerful.
How?
Thanks.
I don't know.
At the party there might be some.
Okay.
Maybe.
Or
Then
someone
first
who
things
understands things.
first. How do we get into the party?
Exactly. We need to get a job to get in.
I'm good with
getting-
jobs. I have a good curriculum. I worked in the mines recently, and I was good at my job. I work with food.
Yeah, but how do we get us three in? I mean, she's not party vibing with that face, and she's a fairy.
I get to the pocket so no
Yeah.
one sees me.
And she can concentrate and I can be invisible, or you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
That's a good plan.
Okay, so we
I
need
don't want
It's
to
jobs.
better
work,
to be
though.
me because of
So
my
we're not working. We're just
physics.
Vibing?
pretending.
Okay.
We're just
So we
vibing.
need work for two, basically.
Wide vibe.
She hides. She's invisible.
Okay.
So when can we get jobs?
We gotta
Right.
get it now.
Where?
Yeah,
I
now.
think now.
Where? Sorry, where?
We go to
I don't
the.
know. Kitchen services. I don't know.
No,
No, where?
Who do we
Like-
go
Oh, where?
to?
I think we just go.
Where up? I mean, I don't know. We could go. You know, go to the kitchen. Maybe go into construction. You know, you guys want to open up a bakery?
Yeah. I think we just go to the blind keep and ask. That's it.
There might be establishment outside who provides the keep for the birthday party supplement.
That's why we gotta ask. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Then let's go.
All right.
Oh, a question that has nothing to do with this. With the statue on the bag of holding, do I still feel the pull?
No.
Continue. Okay.
Job? Job it is?
So you guys
So-
gonna go look for a job?
Yeah.
Tuna, you hop in.
I hop in.
And what about Syndra?
Invisible.
Invisible already?
Okay, I hop out. And I
Okay, got it. What about Azizel?
Okay. It still
I'm
goes.
just-
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I'm
both work.
normal.
You're normal. All right, so you're gonna go in there full of bandages, covered in blood and rags, looking for a job.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It didn't
But
clean.
I had cleaned my rugs on Obsidian Dragon.
Sure, but you know, you have bandages and you have, you know, your strange clothes that you have.
Okay, then I think we might need to go by the Obsidian Dragon for me to exchange clothes. There
That's
might be-
easy enough to do. You guys can go in there, switch clothes to something more presentable, and then go back. All right, so you walk to the blind keep, and for the first time, you're seeing this shit up close. You see, first of all, the inner wall of Lussant, as Tuna gets this sharp pain in her stomach.
I'm sorry.
But you but you see the inner wall. It has sort of this gatehouse as well, which it is open. There are a few guards at the entrance, but you see this giant block of stone. And it is quite striking to see something like this up close, especially because it's weird. It just has no no windows. It is literally a rectangular building with like these two square towers at the front, flanking the main gate. And it's kind of made of that light gray stone. So you walk in through the gatehouse. The guards kind of don't stop you, Sagrin, and you, Azizel. Tuna's still focusing in on the invisibility spell. And as soon as you cross the courtyard, this like inner area, you see that to your right there are some buildings in here, like some wooden buildings that seem to be for the guard. As you see, like guards entering and leaving the space. And you reach the gate, the two doors, let's say, or two large doors of the Blind Keep, and there are two guards there. That one of them stops you and says, "Excuse me, state your business, please."
Good morning.
Morning.
I would like a job.
We would like a job.
We would like a job.
You would like a job?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you mean to work during the Countess's birthday.
Yes, if it's the job you can offer. Here, yes.
All right. If you would excuse us, this has been busy times, but I would go inside and I will return shortly.
All right.
One of the guards opens the door, goes inside. A few minutes pass, and after that, you see arrive with the guard another halfling. You see a female halfling, some wrinkles like on her skin already, black hair tied to form like almost a crown braid on top of her head. She has like very green eyes, very determined and stern look. She approaches you and goes, "Hello there. I heard you were looking for a job."
Exactly.
Correct.
My name is Rose Dimplekiss, and I am the governess of this house and of the Blind Keep. All right, so as for now, we do not need any job, or we don't have anything available. However, a spot opened up for the Countess's birthday. Since a child was injured in that fireworks explosion, the mother is not able to work anymore, and as such, we would actually welcome someone in to help us with the birthday, if that is possible at all with you. I would like, first of all, to see what it is you have to offer, and to confirm that you have not been in trouble with any authorities as of recently. So, please state your names and where you're from.
I am Sagrin.
I'm Azizel.
All right.
I came from Brunswick recently. I
Alright.
actually had a job there, attending the stuff from the mines. I was in charge with organizing the rations and make sure that everyone was fed every single day.
All right. You might go to the kitchen then. And how about you, sir? Anything you would like to mention?
Sure. I'm from the Void Borough, and I'm good at taking care of people, attending their needs. I'm also a very good listener.
So you were applying to be the therapist of the party?
No, but I can do all sort of things if someone
Very well. And
needs it.
why is it that you need this job?
Well, as everyone, I think I need to survive and get food, so I need to get some money to survive myself.
Well, judging by your clothes, I wouldn't have judged you to be poor of any kind. Anyway, is there anyone that knows you? Any referrals you might have? I can't let anybody inside the Blind Keep. Anybody you know that I might speak to? Anybody in town?
In town, For example, William.
Excuse me, William who?
William
Baron's-
from Brunswick.
You mean the Baron's son?
Exactly.
Oh, all right. Well, I will speak to him then about you. So your names were Azizel and Sagrin, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So only Azizel and Sagrin. Well, I must confess, we are very short-staffed for the birthday. We have problematic situations. There's the Baroness Breda, who drinks like a mammoth bear, and I don't know exactly what to do with her. So we're gonna need all hands on deck for this, and sadly, that woman is not able to come. So you are in luck that we are short-staffed, or else perhaps this will be more complicated. I will inform you if you were successful and if you're getting in tomorrow. If you could be here tomorrow, in the afternoon or something like that, I would greatly appreciate that. And I will tell you if you're in or not after I speak with William. I just want to make sure you've really not been in trouble with anything recently.
Nope.
I just nod.
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on you. Hopefully, if I'm not too busy. I might be too busy. But it is good to see another halfling here in Lussant.
I was gonna ask you actually about that. Where are you from?
Well, I was actually born in Heatherlake already. I'm quite old. I was born in a capital. A lot of the halflings of my age had this sense of, I don't know. They didn't really like the fields and they didn't really like the hills, and so I was immediately taken to Heatherlake, and from Heatherlake I was taken here. I'm almost at 200 years of age, so it has been quite a long time since I've been here. I've served this family for generations.
Very interesting.
All right.
I am from the hill. Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, thank you again. I'm afraid that your wages will have to be discussed tomorrow because I will have to run this up with the Countess, but we do need help. Fortunately, you are here at a convenient time. I really hope that nothing bad happens. Either way, thank you very much once again. I must return to my work, and I will see you here tomorrow in the afternoon for the final answer after I talk to your referral.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. And she turns back and goes inside the blind keep.
And we leave.
And you leave. All right. Anything else?
I do
think
like
we
a
got it.
little tap with my feet. I got the job. I got the job.
We might need to do something about invisibility because it only lasts 1 hour, and I don't have infinite spell slots. You know.
We'll find a way.
She can try to go by herself and see if he gets a job.
Yeah, not gonna work. They're very suspicious. Actually, we're discussing while we're like
Leaving.
moving towards
Yeah.
the hotel. Otherwise, it's very bad. But yeah, I don't think she can get a job. They're very suspicious to who they actually hire because it's a very important party.
Well, the invisibility needs to work, I guess.
I mean, once I'm in, that's fine, I guess.
I mean, it won't be completely fine because, again, you are very suspicious and dangerous. So maybe hide in the bathroom.
Okay.
Bathroom!
But we have until tomorrow-ish to think about. The party's happening in 2 days. So, yeah, we have a little bit of time to think about that. In the meanwhile, what do you want to do?
Good
We're,
question.
we're in the
what's
afternoon. We're in the afternoonish times now. I'll say you guys spent the day running around, exploring things, talking, then going to this to the blind keep. So we're getting into late afternoon.
We need to come up with I mean, what we want to do once we're there.
Yeah.
So there's a temple, which might be a good start to find any clues about a link between the Dubois and the incidents.
But it's like underneath, right? Oh, actually, I didn't get to tell you guys what I found in the book about Brunswick. So, yeah, Olivia was actually an important daughter. And I explained, like, everything that I saw in the book.
It is explained.
Yeah.
Roll for explaining.
I know Matthias or doesn't really like us that much at the moment, but maybe since he has a lot of knowledge, maybe he knows about the runes and shit like that.
Maybe, and maybe we should tell him that we are trying to get a job. It might be a good idea. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if he sees us in the party without us saying anything, he's gonna get mad. Again,
Yeah.
I don't want to get choked again, please. Why does everyone choke me?
I don't know. I think my
You are
father likes
chokeable.
to choke you.
I know my neck is tiny, but come on.
Yeah, we in the at dinner hour he might be there.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we can-
let's go back to the hotel and grab some
Got
dinner.
it. You guys walk your way to the Obsidian Dragon. You enter. Tuna, I suspect, inside the pocket. And just as you enter the sort of restaurant or dining area, lo and behold, Matthias Orr is there with Mr. Willingstone reading a book and looking at you.
We nod, or I nod, at least.
He nods back.
I just.
Do we have ink and paper?
Tuna has a lot of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna need it and then write down the runes that I saw and
Got it.
recognize.
Got it. Easy enough. Grab a piece of parchment, some paper, some ink, and you, with a quill, you manage to draw the runes there.
Okay.
If he asks, I am not here.
You see that the count,
Thank you.
kind of places his book in front of his mouth, and you, Sagrin, hear in your head, outside, in 5 minutes.
Oh no.
I nod, like,
Okay.
very forcefully. We go, let's go, outside.
It's 5 minutes, right?
Outside now,
You all get up and go outside. You wait there like for 5 minutes, and then you see the count exit, and he kind
I
of
pop out.
he looks at you, and he continues walking along with Mr. Willingstone, and dodges into an alleyway.
Oh no.
We follow.
Goddamn alleyways.
As you enter, the meteor crashes and you all die.
My God. Game over.
He looks at you and says, "So, you were out and about the whole day? Care to share what it was that you did?"
Yes, sir. Yes.
Go
so,
ahead.
we went to the bookstore and get information about this place and about Brunswick and about the family trees and about
And the
rock
tower.
and the tower and everything else that we could. Some could read, others couldn't. Some only looked at images, others actually read sentences. But I got information that was good. We also, in this very good day, some of us went to the church. It was quite eventful. Did not find any good religion, so they went away. And then we got a job, maybe, at the party.
So you found your way in then?
Maybe, if we're in.
And
We'll
once
find
you're
out tomorrow.
once you're in there, what do you intend to find? Do you have any leads on Richard?
I'm gonna work.
So you're actually going there for work then?
No, but I'm gonna, do my work while I try and hear what they say. Does any of you have any clue regarding
We
Richard?
can see the. Isn't there any library so we can see books?
Inside of the Blind Keep, there is one, yes. But what
We can try to go there.
what do you want to know?
More.
Curses.
Curses.
Yeah. I have one on me.
We think she's undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you have a huge amount of knowledge, and I'd bet it has arcana knowledge as well, I show him the paper. Do you know any of these runes?
Those are
My
necromantic runes.
Hey, I already told you that.
Not the runes. You said there was an aura.
It's the same.
Okay, I have these runes
I'm-
carved around my body.
I just want to say something. I understand this is about you, and obviously you want to know things about yourself. But right now is really not the moment. If you're going inside there to search for knowledge about your curse, I am afraid either you won't find it, or you are wasting my time and wasting everyone's time. And don't you forget that right now, all that stands between you being seen as a murderer is me and Mr. Willingstone.
What do you actually want us to do?
I want you to find anything that could be incriminating about Richard.
What do you know about the temple underneath the keep?
It was of some old religion. And plus, if you say that whichever person was responsible for the disappearances in Brenswick is here too, shouldn't you be finding that person before it
We
hurts
are.
someone else?
We think it's the wall.
Then focus on your task.
We went to read. I never read. Okay?
Good, but it is important that all of you focus on your task.
We all did. Okay.
I will be at
I
that.
didn't even try. because
I will
don't
be
know.
at that party. All right. I have never seen you before, or I only know of you. I have never talked to you, remember? So it is important that if you need help, you do not come to me.
We do not know each other. No. This conversation didn't happen. Yeah.
Very well. Stay on your task, friends. Or criminals.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
You might be able to help. Would they accept Syndra to work? Or maybe
With her arm like that?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would like that.
Are
Or
you
even
trying to
do
scare the guests off? Because if that's what if you wanted to scare them off, then probably she would be useful. But other than that, I don't think so. I don't even know myself why I am trusting you to do this, but my best judgment tells me that you will be helpful. If it is time for the Dubois line to end, then so be it. But I still believe there is good in the Countess. But her rotten brother is ruining everything. We just have to catch him.
We'll try our best.
Okay.
Do you know can you tell us anything about both of them, the Countess or the brother?
The Countess has
That
always
people
been...
normally don't know.
She has always been very nice to everyone, but somehow she's never found anyone for herself. She's been kind to people, but she never took wife, never took husband, and never had children. And that concerns a lot of people. Both Emily and Lucretia were the good ones of this batch of Dubois. Although Emily is probably rotting. The Countess.
Okay.
Emily is the Countess.
The other one was
Lucretia, the Minister of Justice of Herskellen. Okay. Emily might be suffering a lot from her brother's actions, and she might even be corrupted now. Or corrupt. I don't know. These are only guesses, but the truth is, the people don't trust Richard, and if the people don't trust their rulers, what point is there? Should they still be here? If they stopped being useful, and if Emily is not going to have an heir, then it falls under Marianne and Richard. Isn't that quite strange?
It is indeed.
Well, either way, I just hope that you manage to find something and manage to capture whoever. If you think it's him that's been causing all of this, then I hope you manage to find him in the act or anything. As for the temple, old religion, they used to... I know that the last person to ever be in that temple was Lucretia. Because...
That we know of.
That you know of. Or that we know of, yes. Lucretia was training, and she trained as a child to become a monk of her order. And she is. And as such, she has risen to the very top of the kingdom. Once again, saying that perhaps this tradition should have been maintained, and that both Emily and Richard's parents were too lenient with their children. And now they are rampant and loose over Lussant, and Richard might be ruining everything. A whole lineage of people that had legendary insight, legendary judgment. They were judges, they were guards. They at one time the Blind Cape was the most secure prison, and now it is a joke. Real crime gets ignored, and minor felonies get punished. So something's definitely up with him, since he is the High Justiciar. He is responsible for this.
We're gonna try and find some information. We came here just to inform you what we did today, so that we're in good terms.
You did well. Well,
Okay.
if there is nothing else...
Nope. Good night.
I will leave you then. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And both him and Livingstone leave again and enter the Obsidian Dragon.
Should we go to the Pebble place and ask if they know something about Richard? Since, I'm sketchy, they're sketchy.
Yeah. Is that a bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have to pay for info though.
Yes, and I can talk in the thief's language that I know of. I'm quite special, yeah. And try to see if they know something. Without being obvious.
Alright. So, you guys heading to the Tumbling Pebble?
Yes.
Yes.
As you cross the darkened streets of Lussant, heading towards the Tumbling Pebble, hoping that Pescartunos, the goblin that runs that establishment, is able to help you, that is where we're going to end today's session. Great job, everyone.
Very productive. Very productive.
A lot
Good
of
job.
Yay!
a lot of information was dished out today, so congratulations on that. As for the people watching, once again, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. We really do appreciate it. You guys are pretty sick. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, I would like to remind you guys that it will be available on Spotify and on YouTube and Google Podcasts, so that you guys can enjoy it in later on in other formats even. As for us, let's go once again around the table. I would like to remind you first that next week, guys, it's on Friday, 9:30 p.m. GMT +1. So let's go around the table here and introduce our folks, or let them tell you who they are and what they do. So let's switch it up. Let's start with the Tunalasia Meadow Falls. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm not used to be the first. I am Mizzy, also known as Mizzy Peasy. I stream on twitch.tv/MizzyPeasy. I stream variety, focus on Souls-like, and yeah.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much. Let's go our friendly, fantastic Syndra. What do you do, and who are you?
I'm friendly now. Hi, I am Waichama. I play League of Legends on my channel. You can check it out.
All right, there you go. Twitch.tv/witch_Samai, and you can find her. The links are in the chat if you are here. And next, let's go to Sagrin.
I'm Your Mother is a Fish, and I play games on Twitch and YouTube. Very good games, like Spore.
I'm Your Mother is a Fish? You just start a sentence saying that, yes? I'm your mother.
I'm your mother is a fish.
Twitch.tv/Your Mother is a Fish, and you can find her there. And now, finally, Azizel Zyzy. Who are you? What do?
I'm Hysteria. I play a lot of games, but I don't stream though. But you can follow me if you want to on Twitter and Instagram, and he will tell you.
There you go. On Twitter, you can find him at VFX Animatrix, and Instagram, he has USA on his name. He's Tom SS USA. There you go. SSO USA. Anyway, that'll be it for today for us, guys. Thank you once again to everybody who was watching. Thank you guys for playing. I hope we all had fun. And yeah, we will see you next Friday. Bye bye, buds.
DDM is also cool. He streams.
Bye bye.